been in like the worst shape of my life.
Welcome, everybody. I don't even think. Hold on, are my cameras recording? I gotta check if my cameras are recording.
I don't know. This is hard for me to keep talking. Like, I think that's because if you think about it, like right now, I'm like, when you got up, like I was just gonna wait for you.
Well, no, you should have talked.
Wait.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my god, that's what I was gonna say. That like, but it's hard for me that like I'd have to keep talking because obviously,
Yeah, you have to
I'm
keep
here
entertaining.
chilling, but then it's gonna just be silence that they hear.
Why are they gonna hear silence?
Oh my god, did you not hear?
We didn't even give
just
the
said?
intro.
Angelito, we're still practicing. You said.
Well, yeah. Well, we have to actually do the intro.
Well, you started the intro and then you got up for the cameras.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to our podcast. We need a jingle. We need to do a jingle.
I know. We said that last time.
Do 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 ding.
No, you're copying.
What is that?
What
the? Where do you get that from? That's not even close, dude.
That's what it kind of reminded me of.
Well, it reminded you of it. It's not even anywhere close. All right, so we need to get a jingle, guys. Welcome to our podcast. What is I definitely we need to practice more because I forgot the name of our podcast. Family of Four with Nereda and Angel.
Or the millennial parents.
I don't know. The Family of Four with Nereda and Angel.
I just feel like the family of four is like so like.
We're still talking about this again.
Like, what is it about then? Just your family? No.
The millennial parents. So like, what does that tell you then?
It's,
I guess on this
what is it like to be
podcast-
a parent now? I mean, it's so different than
But
what
don't
it
you
was
think
like
it's like
before.
kind of like very generic or no?
You think so?
I don't know.
The family of four is very generic. There's a lot of family of fours out there, you know?
I guess. All
Well,
right.
I mean, there's a
maybe
lot
we'll
of
go with
millennial parents too, yes. But I guess what
but
I'm
that
trying to
use
say...
millennial parent. Like, they use like that title or whatever.
But what I'm trying to say is that, like, when we're saying, oh, the millennial parents, like, we're pretty much saying that our podcast is basically about parenthood now.
Millennialism?
Right now.
Parenthood and the millennialism?
Yeah, is that a word? Millennialism?
I just made it up.
Yeah, okay.
I think.
Do you get what I'm saying? I guess that's where I'm going with that, but I mean, yeah, we'll just play.
So as you can tell, this time we are recording.
They can tell?
Yeah.
Who?
Well, who's going to watch? We have
But
an audience, you know.
Not the people who are just listening. Oh, yeah, I forget.
We have an audience. Say
stuff.
hello to that. Yeah, you're like farting and stuff, and they've seen your
I was
farts.
scratching my...
They're all
Anyway.
watching you pick your armpits and everything.
Okay, anyway.
Picking your nose. We have an audience. Hello. Say hello to the audience.
Hello.
That's your audience over here. That's my audience over there.
Wow.
The very first time, you guys. Yeah, so we have to. So this is part of the practice too. We have to engage with
I
our
have
audience.
to be looking at the camera? I can't be looking at you?
Both.
Oh, my goodness.
Or wait, no. No, I don't think so.
Who?
I guess I've just. No, that's not true. You don't have to look at the camera, but I mean, you could though, if you wanted. I think we can do whatever we want.
Okay.
No, I guess it doesn't. You don't have to look at the camera, but I don't know. I have to watch other people podcasts.
Well, that's the thing. We do have to do a little more research on listening to other podcasts, specifically like couples.
Mm-hmm.
And also, yeah, watching. But, I mean, like, even, like, okay, going back to, like, the name, you know, the millennial parents. Like, think about what we're doing right now.
What?
It's freaking 1 a.m, and we're practicing how to podcast. Like, 10 years ago, even.
We'd
like,
be practicing at 2
You think,
o'clock.
like, no, I'm saying, well, no, obviously.
What that word?
No, but I'm saying, like, will you let me finish? I was going to say that, like, 10 years ago, like, parents wouldn't have been doing this. Do you know what I mean? Like 15 years ago. My mom and my dad would never freaking be doing this.
This is cool, huh?
This is what I'm saying, though, is that, like, nowadays, like, it's very different. And this is just one little thing, obviously. But I'm just saying,
This goes perfect with my post from today.
Yeah. So, but
You guys want to read it?
But no, you're gonna read it?
No, you don't want to. You don't want me to tell them my post that I made today?
Okay, sure. If you want to read it out loud.
All right. So this is what I posted today on my. So this is actually just reminded me what Nettie's talking about right now. Reminded me of my post. So I'm gonna read my post. This is my podcast. I do what I want.
Like you're. I feel like you're gonna stand up right now on stage and like Napoleon Dynamite or something. Like you're up there and you're like, okay, I'm gonna read my.
Okay, I'm gonna talk now.
My poem.
Guys, we live in one of the most amazing times in history, all thanks to social media. Seriously, social media is a really powerful and amazing thing when utilized correctly. I believe that every individual has the power to share their passion, provide some value, and offer something of significance with social media. On the flip side, yes, social media can also be a very negative space. But who controls that? Our very own selves. But wait a minute, here's a trick. Ready? If you hate all the negativity that you see on your newsfeed, then stop engaging with that content. You know the saying, we manifest you know the saying, we manifest what we believe, or something along those lines. LOL.
No, you're just supposed to
Do
laugh.
I have to say the LOL? Oh.
You're supposed to laugh out loud.
Wow. Well, it's the same concept. Engage with better content, engage with better, more positive content, and you'll see better and more positive content. I was listening to an MFCEO project podcast, and Andy said something that truly resonated with me. He said something along the lines of, every single person has a personal brand, and every piece of content you put out is a representation of your brand. You are a business owner, and you are always selling yourself. It is so true. Guys, we live in the most amazing time. Because of social media, we have the potential to share messages with thousands, millions of people. The power to change, impact lives. Every one of us has a skill, a talent, a purpose, a unique story, and social media allows you to share that with millions of people. We live in an incredible time where relationships can be built with people across the nation, and even more so across the world. For business owners, aspiring business owners, entrepreneurs, anyone that has a dream, you, my friend, have the power in the palm of your hands, right here.
Good job.
That was pretty long, huh?
It was really long, actually.
Actually, I enjoyed reading that. That kind of gave me like a feeling like I can, like if I did this like on a stage or something. That actually sounded kind of good.
Wow.
Like if I read that as a like a speech, I think that actually sounded pretty good. I'm proud of myself.
It did. Good job. Toot toot, tooting your horn.
Toot toot. You gotta toot your own horn sometimes, you know.
I know.
You need to be better at that, actually.
I know.
Do you know?
Yes, I know that I need to be better at that.
Well, then toot
it.
You've
been tooting all day.
You're a tutor. I didn't toot.
No, yeah. When you're editing your pictures.
Dude, it's just a freaking, like...
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying you're a little tutor.
You're a fucking tutor, but tutor. No, fucking tutor.
I'm not a tutor.
I want you to be my tutor.
Wow.
This is really good, though, dude. I don't think that, like, we should really... I'm sorry, you guys, to say this about you, but I don't really think we should make it about them so much. Like, I think this is really good just for us to talk to each other. Even though at some point I would love to get better at this and yes, make it about you guys.
So then it really is just us talking.
I mean, yeah, at the very core of it, I think that we should always remember that, because you know what, like that will also I think inspire us like to continue doing it, because that reminds me of like with Snapchat, with when I first started like putting content on Snapchat. It could have been very easy for me to like quit and not do Snapchat and not do anything with it. But because I believe that at the very core, and I feel like I have to like whisper and like hold. I wish I could just like talk.
Because our kids are sleeping.
Because like I always reminded myself that at the very core of like what I was doing with Snapchat was documenting Nico's life, and like, and if like the same here, like if we remember that at the very core, because and then if we start to think like, oh, nobody's watching our podcast, oh, nobody cares, and blah, blah, blah. At the very core, if we remember to like put that aside and remember that it's because we talk to each other, that will continue us to keep going. Because eventually somebody's gonna listen. I think.
Or maybe
eventually,
will,
or the thing is like if we're gonna get better, and eventually people will want to.
But I was gonna say, even if nobody did, I mean, at least we got to talk.
Well, even. Like, imagine how cool this is going to be, dude, when we're fucking 80 years old and we can
listening to our stupid selves.
That'd be fucking cool. Yeah, you're right. It's probably kind of weird a little bit, but like.
No, I'm not.
Imagine
I didn't mean that in a bad way.
We should call somebody sometime.
I'm just saying that I could picture myself being 80 thinking like, oh my gosh.
What the hell are we thinking?
Or telling myself, man, you should have freaking... I don't know.
See? Wait, you don't want to do that.
What?
It sounds like you're like regretting something.
Yeah. I guess I do feel like that's
oh, dude. You have time to
your old self would say.
Do something that
No, but I'm not saying anything crazy. I'm just saying like my 80-year-old self might say like you should have just relaxed more and hung out with your kids more. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm saying more stuff like that. Not like you shouldn't have, I don't know.
Whatever it is that you're saying.
Gone to college.
And I'm going to give you guys a warning that because that camera is not the greatest, it's kind of an old camera. And
great, so you put the good one on me.
Well, no, it's just that one might overheat. So, because
what?
It overheats fast because it's old.
So what does that mean?
That it just might turn off and it's not going to record, and then it's only going to be recording you.
Wow.
So at some point they're only going to be watching you.
That's
sorry for warning.
Don't you have more?
I do, but I didn't want to set up the third one.
No. I mean, like your third camera, use that one instead of that one.
No. I mean,
no. Okay, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't really know what we're doing, but I guess, like you said, it's
and
like
also
our
I know
the
lighting kind of sucks in here and everything. I'm gonna figure that out. I'll figure out the lighting to make it look better and cooler in here.
I think it's fine.
We'll fix it.
I mean, I don't know what it looks like.
All right, so life. How has life been? Ask questions. That's how we.
You want me to ask you questions? Am
ask
I interviewing you or what?
Yeah, sure. I ask questions too. Like. How has life been? Life has been
hard.
Man, it's like exciting and scary. Like, fuck, scary, dude.
Well, we're on two different like life channels.
Yeah.
You know, like you're like on Disney and I'm like on Disney Junior.
What the fuck? What does that even mean? I want to see if anybody else has responded to my story on
Angel,
Instagram.
Really? Right now? We're having a conversation?
Well, no.
This is our life, actually.
What?
It's we're having a conversation and then you get on your phone.
That's not true, then.
Yeah, actually, it's very accurate.
I just wanted to see.
Okay, it's not urgent.
All right.
It's not.
So wait, what were we going to say about Disney Junior?
Oh, yeah, that like you... Okay, right now, like I said, it's like scary and exciting. What were you thinking of when you said those words?
Life. Like where we're at in life right now.
Yeah, but what? Be specific. So what is it that makes you think
like
that?
It's exciting that like, you know, I mean, I don't know, like my aspirations excite me, but then it's fucking scary that like I am technically kind of, I don't know, like my biggest fear is like that I freaking lose half my clients, and then I don't know what the hell to do.
So, like,
I mean, that's my fear, but like, or that's a fear. I mean, but then at the same time, like on that same token, it's like I'm confident that my clients appreciate me, and that, like, I'm not gonna lose clients. So like that's exciting. That like
it's great.
I'm pretty confident, but anything can happen. That's the thing. Like
Right.
that's business. Like you can lose fucking everything today, and then you got to figure it out for next month. Like, how am I gonna go freaking get more clients? Like that's gonna suck.
Yeah. So when I said Disney and Disney Junior,
hold on, let me finish. The cool thing though is that like if I were to lose clients, I think at the level of confidence that I'm at right now and the level of competence that I also have, I think I can find clients like enough to at least pay our bills. You know, like even if I had to like fucking charge cheap, like that's part of the hustle. You know, like
you'd find a way to make it work. Is what you're saying?
I think I could. Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, when you said, how's life?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you went straight to think about like your career,
entrepreneurial
or whatever,
entrepreneurial journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like your work. Do you know what I mean? Like that's what
work. Mm-hmm.
That's what your life is.
Yeah.
That's not at all what my life is.
I know.
So that's what I mean. We're on two completely different.
So what world are you in then? Explain that to me.
Mine, it's all about the kids. That's it. It's
okay. So like, describe that to me. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Like, talk to me.
Oh, all of a sudden, because we're freaking in front of a mic, you want to hear everything.
Well, that's what the point of this is, right?
I know, but it's still kind of weird. I don't know. It's like I just get like lost in just the same thing every single day. Every day I wake up in the morning and it's like, okay, they're up. I gotta just, my life revolves around them. And then.
Yeah, and that's depressing. But I think that it is. It is because
it can be very depressing, yes. Because it feels like that's just
you can't
all
forget
there
that
is
I've
to
been
me.
through that too, you know.
Yes, I know, Angel.
I know. Take it easy.
No, I'm just saying.
Take it easy. Take it
okay,
easy.
That's gonna upset me. What I'm trying to say.
I know. I'm not saying anything about.
It's way harder when it's two.
Okay, but it's not about like competition. It's not about.
But I'm saying that's why I feel like I lose my cool a lot now, because there's two of them.
Yeah. Oh, damn it. All right, guys. So I think we might have to
be continued.
To be continued. Nico's awake. He is outside of our door.
Hey, how do I turn this off?